as you guys can see from the title, I was curious, very curious to see if last year my top favorite purchases of 2022 still held true in 2023. We all know that we change what we like year to year. Sometimes it changes, month to month. Sometimes it changes, even daily. Sometimes we change. So I was curious because I did not remember at all what it was that I put in this video until I watched it. And I was humble last year, let me tell you. I think it may have been because I didn't buy a lot last year. Last year wasn't as expensive as this year because this year was my replenishment year. So there was a lot that I put in this year versus last year. So I pulled out all the products that are still in my collection. Yes, that is very key in this. And I'm going to let you guys know whether they still hold the top favorite spot, considering this year I brought quite a few things in. So if you're interested, stay tuned. All right, you guys. I am going to link this video down in the description box. I'll put it up here somewhere. I did this video almost exactly a year ago. Yes, somewhere in here, maybe like a day or two off, something like that. And I only had 6 items in here. And one of the items, like one of the 3 items were grouped together. So technically it was only like 4 things, but in reality it was 6 individual things. And I'm looking at it and I will tell you up front right now, I still love these products. They're still in my collection, obviously, but I don't think they hold the top spot as much anymore, at least not some versus others. So let's get into it. First off, I had mentioned these pigments from Sydney Grace. I was really looking forward to more pigments this year, thinking that they were going to come out with more pigments like this year during the Christmas in July sale, and they unfortunately did not. I had spoken about these. These are flaky, chunky kind of eye products, but they just look so beautiful when you put them on, and you put them on right, it just looks gorgeous. So the 3 shades are still here in my collection and I still love them. Like you could kind of see the shiftingness of these through the ring light that is reflecting off of them. They're beautiful. If you're curious, it's Floating Lights, Kaleidoscope, and Insomnia. Beautiful. Still would recommend them if you don't mind that chunky, glittery pigment kind of a mess. If you know how to do it right, it'll come out right. But these are gorgeous. I still love these. And this year, I don't think I purchased anything like this specifically. So these still hold the top spot for me because I was expecting more shades. I didn't get more shades. So these are they still hold true to that spot. Then I said I loved this one, the Natasha Denona Mini Biba. I still love this one, but this year, the Mini Starlet took its place. The Mini Starlet is not as warm tone as the Biba one. It's cool and warm, neutral at the same time, so I think I love that one just a little bit more. I still reached for this one in the summertime, this summertime. So I will say that all these products, I still thought about this year. So they are not ones that I said I loved and then completely forgot about this year. No, I really did remember these. This one I did reach for this year over the summertime and really enjoyed it, but it doesn't hold my top spot this year. It does not. One has replaced it, but it's still up there as one of like my top 10. Up next was the Dream palette, you guys. As much as I wanted to reach for this one this year, I did think about it, but I didn't reach for it. It's still my favorite warm tone Natasha Denona Midi size palette. Out of all her midi ones, this is my favorite warm tone one. It still holds a good place in my heart, but I think I love the I Need a Nude a little bit more, just a little bit more. This one gives me the color and the depth that I want, but the I Need a Nude is more practical for me for every day and all year round. This one I don't feel as comfortable wearing it like in January, February. Only certain shades I can reach for, but it's a little bit more warmer tone. I think this one bumped down to the second place when I Need a Nude came out. Definitely when that one came out, this one was like, oh, I'm sorry, dude. It just went down one spot, just one spot. And last but not least, I told you guys this was a very humble year. Last but not least, I said I loved the NARS Laguna Cream Bronzer. You guys, I went through a full size of that and I repurchased it and continued to use it. Little did I know it was clogging my pores very bad, to the point where even my dermatologist was stunned as to figuring out what was going on with my skin. As soon as I stopped using it, my skin has cleared up and I realized I just can't use coconut oil. So that product, one of the first few ingredients is coconut oil, not the fragmented one, the one that's like broken down, the fat's been taken out of it. This one has legit coconut oil in it and it just clogs my pore. I unfortunately cannot use it. Once I stopped using it, my skin cleared up. So it is still by far one of my favorite ones. Like if they could pull that ingredient out of it, I'd buy it again 100%. It blended like a dream. It looked so natural. I loved how it looked with no makeup on, no foundation, just the cream bronzer, a cream blush, and mascara. And I loved how that looked all together in the summertime especially, and it lasted during the heat and humidity. It was such a good bronzer. I would still recommend it if you know that you can put coconut oil on your face. I unfortunately cannot. I'm so sad that I couldn't finish the second one that I had because I did buy it again. So I feel like I'm torn between this one because I still would love it if it wasn't for that specific reason, but I have yet to use it since about May. And my skin has never been better. So unfortunately, I can't use it. And I can't say it's a favorite for that reason. I still haven't found that perfect cream bronzer. I think I have 2 or 3 in my collection right now. And it just doesn't compare to it, unfortunately. I've just had to settle for the ones that I have because I know I just can't buy that one again. So NARS, if you're ever listening or if somebody has some pull at NARS, see if we can reformulate that without the coconut oil and I'm 100% on board again. All right, guys, I told you this was going to be a quick and easy video because last year I was very humble about it. I only had a few products in there. Wasn't much that I purchased last year. This year was a totally different scenario. A lot came in because a lot was used up last year. So that's why I spent a lot this year. I don't expect to spend as much next year. So I did already film, I don't know if it's up already, I did already film my top favorite purchases of this year. And there's more obviously than I did for 2022. But I don't think next year I will have as much as I did this year in that video. So we'll see. We're gonna see, you guys. Let me know if you still love your top favorites of last year, this year. Were you still using them? Did you forget about them? Maybe this is just a reminder to you guys, if you do have those products and you forgot about them, pull them back out. See if you still like them. A year later, are they still your favorites? Do you still want to reach for them, or are you ready to part ways with them and realize why you're not reaching for them? All right, you guys, I will link this video, like I said, down in the description box. If my top favorite purchases of 2023 is up, I will also link that on iCards down in the description box so you guys can see that as well. I'm not sure how the order of my uploads will be, but I just want to let you guys know it is filmed. At least as the time that I'm filming this video, it's already taken care of. All right, you guys, that's all that I have. More videos on the screen for your enjoyment. Until then,